call to order the Development Review Board, Town of Shelburne, for Wednesday, December 4th. And first order of business would be to, I guess, make sure everybody understands from the public. If you could sign in, the sign-in sheet is over on the table there on that clipboard for record of your attendance. And is there any public comment on anything that is not on the agenda for tonight? Okay. Not seeing any. We'll move on to the next order of business, which is of approval of the minutes from the November 20th meeting.
I make a motion to approve the minutes as written.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approved. Okay, next order of business. Any members on the board that for any reason need to recuse themselves? Seeing none. Anybody in the audience, public, that believe anybody on the members, any of the members of the board need to recuse themselves? None? Okay, let's move on to the first agenda item, which I think rather than protocol, just this is continued, so we skip over sub 19-03 and move on to number 6.
You have to make I'll make a motion to continue application SUB 19-03 to September 18th.
Second.
December 18th. Long time.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta vote. All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved.
Okay.
Okay. Next item, application sub 0310R1, application by Lamoureux Dickinson Consulting Engineers on behalf of Bruce and Virginia Righi for final plan amendment to adjust boundary lines between two adjoining parcels and the building envelopes of two aforementioned parcels. Property at 1117 and 1119 Webster Road is located in the residential district, Stormwater Overlay District, Floodplain, and Watercourse Overlay District. Ravi, take it away.
Figured out how to use this last time, and now I can't figure it out. So the application in front of you is for a boundary line adjustment between two adjoining parcels, along with modifications to the building envelopes that were created part of a subdivision approval back in 2004. Currently, the applicant's properties are 0.71 acres and, actually no, where did I write this down? So 1.17 acres and 2.08 acres. With the adjustment, Lot 1, which fronts Webster Road, that's currently 1.17 acres, would be 0.71 acres, and Lot 2 in the back would be 2.54 acres. With the adjustment to the boundary line, with the building envelopes, currently, right now, Lot 1 has an enforceable 50-foot front yard setback and 30-foot side and rear yard setbacks. Lot 2 has 30-foot setbacks on the front, side, and rear. The applicant is proposing to adjust the building envelope to fit the current regulations for setbacks in place. So what I have enclosed for you is the plat that was recorded back in 2004, 2005, to show the current configuration of the two lots, front and back, along with the building envelopes. And also enclosed in your packets is the proposed plat that shows where the new line will be and how much land is being transferred over. Regarding concerns that staff has noted, one was about legal documents. Since the packets have been sent to you, we have received legal documents, and those were provided to you earlier today, and hard copies are in front of you right now as well. So with that, staff recommends a change in the suggested permit conditions, that staff doesn't need to receive new legal documents, but we do require that the town attorney review them before any Mylars are recorded with this application. Let's see. Otherwise, staff will defer to the applicant at this point.
Okay, you're on. And I need to get my little cheat sheet here because I never remember how to say this. Do you swear or affirm that the evidence you give in the cause under consideration shall be the whole truth and nothing but the truth under the pains and penalties of perjury?
I do.
Okay, thank you. Could you introduce yourself?
Andy Rowe with Lamoureux Dickinson, and both Bruce and Virginia Righi are here, the landowners. And they do own both of the properties. As Ravi mentioned, this subdivision dates back to 2004. They bought the property when just the house in the front existed and created the lot in the back, Lot 2, to construct the house that they currently live in. And since then, Lot 1, the house on Lot 1 has been rented out. They're now trying to sell the house on Lot 1. And after having it for sale for quite some time, have come to the realization that a little smaller lot to go with the existing house in the front on Lot 1 makes it more saleable. So that's the reason for the boundary line adjustment. As Ravi mentioned, the side, basically the setbacks are being modified. It was actually something we hadn't even picked up on. We realized that the lot, that the setbacks had changed with the change in the zoning. Ravi mentioned that it really needed to be shown on the plat, but that wasn't the basis for doing this. It was really the boundary line adjustment to shift some land from Lot 1 to Lot 2, making Lot 1 smaller, slightly more attractive price, and make it a little more saleable. And they do have somebody that is interested in purchasing Lot 1, so they're eager to move through the process and finalize the boundary line adjustment. There are easements for the shared drive and utilities coming in from Webster Road across Lot 1. Both of the lots are served by municipal water and sewer. The easement for the water line comes in from Boulder Hill, serves both properties, and the sewer for the house on Lot 2 comes across Lot 1. The service from Lot 1 is joined and then ties into the municipal system on the edge of Webster Road. The bike path also exists along the front of Lot 1 within an easement that was previously conveyed to the town in 2004. No changes to either house, no construction proposed with this. It's really the boundary line adjustment. And then, as Ravi mentioned, sort of as an aside, the side yard, all the setbacks are being updated to match the current zoning requirements.
Okay, great. Any questions from the board? Any questions, comments from the public? Okay, hearing none, would any board member?
I just, for the record, I did want to note that we did provide a revised, with the legal documents, a revised plat to Ravi. I just want to make sure that there's no issue with the revision date on the plat. We don't want to submit a Mylar with anybody to think we tried to make a change after the DRB approved it. The one that was submitted to Ravi specifically references the easement deed information for the waterline easement from Boulder Hill. And when the easement deeds were prepared, the attorney noticed that the easement lines ran to the old property line, but didn't extend across that hatched area to Lot 1, so that was picked up as well. So a couple of very minor changes, but it will have a revision date, as this one does, so I just wanted to bring that to the board's attention, that we're not switching something after the fact.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Make a motion to finalize the record and close the hearing for this application, SUB 03-10R1. I would also move to direct staff to prepare indicating approval of this based on the language in the staff report with the following two conditions. One, that the Mylar is recorded within 180 days of the signed approval of this decision, and that all the legal documents must be submitted and reviewed by the town attorney. What's that?
I think per Bobby's conversation.
Okay, so you,
Just to review.
okay, so we'll strike, no, we'll just need to strike
Submitted in.
the word "be submitted," or it's the word "submitted" in "and." All legal documents must be reviewed by the town attorney before a Mylar is recorded pursuant to town subdivision regulations 610, sub 12.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
Okay, next agenda item, application CU 19-13, SP 19-12, DR 19-19. Application by Russell Shapiro for conditional use review, site plan review, and design review to modify a non-conforming structure. Property at 203 Harbor Road is located in the Village Residential District, Stormwater Overlay District, and Village Design Review Overlay District. And I don't see anybody here.
I'm gonna call it in.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get this to work. No, he's in Essex, New York, so across the lake. Yeah, go for it. That's weird. Let's see. Not even dial time. Let's try.
Do you have to dial
Yeah.
9 to get a line?
That's what I'm thinking. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. With Polycom, it's hard for me to tell whether to dial 9 or not. I've tried both ways. Yeah. Thanks.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be.
What's the number? Is it 802 what?
338-8672.
Did you dial 1?
Yeah. So did.
Not,
You mean?
try it as a local call.
Yeah. Okay. With 9. Yeah, I put the 9 first. There we go. Maybe.
Russ Shapiro.
Hi, Russ. This is Ravi from the town of Shelburne. How are you?
Good. How you doing?
Good. So I'm in front of the DRB at the moment. They are beginning to review your application. As we talked about earlier, the only concern that I noted, actually didn't really note any concerns, but I was only going to forward to the DRB the recommendations that the Historic Preservation Commission told you during their meeting, which was regarding the steps, that the risers, that the front, that you have to submit front elevation drawings that show the closed risers to the 3 sets of stairs with your zoning permit application, and that you'd have to submit a zoning permit application within 30 days of the issuance of the DRB approval. Did you want to talk a bit more about the application, what you're thinking of doing? And then I'll leave it up to the DRB to, if they have any questions to note.
Okay. Well, I think the idea of closed risers
Russ.
is a good idea.
Russ, hold on one second. Just been reminded by one of the DRB members that we have to swear you in, so.
Do you want to swear in since you're next to the mic?
Okay.
Here, I'll do it. Do you hereby swear or affirm to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, under the pains and penalties of perjury?
I do.
Very good, thank you.
Thanks, Mark.
Okay, continue.
So I think the closed risers is a good idea. It makes it look more finished. I already put the risers on. So instead of a revised front elevation, would it be okay with the board if I just submitted a picture of what I put on?
Sure. Yes.
Yes, that would work.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only comment I have.
Okay.
Okay. Any questions, board? Questions from the public? No?
Not a big turnout for this, Russ.
Okay. Do we have a motion from the board?
I'll make a motion to finalize the record, close the hearing. Move to direct staff to prepare a decision indicating approval of CU 1913, SP 1912, and DR 1919, prepared by Russell Shapiro to rebuild 6 decks on a non-conforming structure with the following conditions. Complete zoning permit, application filed within 30 days of the issuance of the DRB approval pursuant to section 2010.1, and the applicant must include a revised front elevation, which we decided to allow
I think
a picture
the
of.
language you're looking for is the applicant must include pictures that show revised, because we
Okay.
just agreed that
Yep.
photographs are okay, so.
So
we
then the
just-
applicant will supply pictures of the structures that were actually made of the stairs.
Right.
Second.
Yep.
I'll second that.
Yep.
Aye.
All right, you're all set, Russ.
Thank you, Russ.
Thank you.
Great, well, thank you. Take care, guys.
Thank you.
You too.
Okay. Item 8, other business and adjournment. So we've got a preliminary plan review filing extension request for sub 15-05R3 two-lot re-subdivision in existing PUD in conjunction with establishing a retail use and a fire rescue station use.
So this was something that I made known to the applicant earlier this week. They requested an extension to their sketch plan approval, and based on that, and they're making good progress. This is the Healthy Living Fire Station project. So they're still putting together everything. They have a floor plan ready. So yeah, they're still in the works.
Why is it here? What's
Because I can't grant extensions, only you can.
We have to
Oh,
vote for
I
the
see.
extension.
Yeah, so, but under the subdivision regulations, section 600, you can grant 6-month extensions if they're making good progress.
How do we know that they are?
You just told
I would make a motion to grant an extension to preliminary plan review for SUB 15-05R3. And
For how long?
for a 6,
It's a 6-month.
for a
yeah.
6-month period. And I would also make a motion for a extension of preliminary plan review for SUB 15-05-R4 for a period of 6 months.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that vote was for both motions, right?
And that's both.
Okay. Any other business?
That's it.
Move to adjourn.
Okay.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.